Talking with famous people.
Hello, my name is host Eric. I'm the host of Talking with Famous People, and today is a red letter day in the history of Talking with Famous People as we have attained 1,000 subscribers. And in celebration of this, I spent the night tonight, the last 4 or 5 hours, making a retrospective video on the first 7 months of the channel. The channel is approximately 2 years and 7 months old. So, without further ado, here's the retrospective on that first 7 months.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rappin' Eric. I'm Rappin' Eric. Listen to my rhymes when I'm rapping. You can tell what I'm doing, I'm rapping. Yeah, hear that rhyme there, G? I'm Rappin' Eric.
Oh my God, it's Rappin' Eric!
Yeah, that's right. Woo!
The upload of Rappin' Eric as my first video represents both a certain amount of bravery and a lot of trying to be as safe as possible, play it as safe as possible, and I chose that song because generally it was well received by people. Additionally, chose to just have my background pics as the video part of it because it was as innocuous as I could possibly come up with. So Rappin' Eric upload represented my first foray into video making. Just a month or so after I'd quit drinking that I uploaded that, and I was not really thinking about much of anything except trying not to drink. It was kind of a furtive gesture towards maybe having something else in my head besides not drinking. And then, much to my surprise, my former employer shipped me off to China for a few months to open up a program over there. Which brings me to my next video, which I made in China, and which I dared, though I was scared to do so, to position myself as entertaining in some way.
A Wuxi travel video log for all people who might want to come to Wuxidong, the city of the future. That's an empty lot. And in the background, you'll see lots of skyscrapers. They're not built yet, but they will be soon. And a nice highway that has almost no cars on it, because nobody lives here yet. Maybe someday I'll be mayor of Wuxi. And that's the end of Eric's Wuxi video log.
Left China, I think I made about 5 videos there. And so when I got back from February through May, I had a total of 6 uploads. No subscribers and very few views. The next thing I decided to upload was another song, and it was by my good friend Corey. Although he and I were on the outs at this moment and not getting along well, probably one of the reasons why I chose to upload it was as a gesture of respect. Anyway, it's a brilliant song and underappreciated for sure.
Yeah, my reason for calling you down is 'cause you were in town. Honey, I'm still around here. Yeah, my reason for waking you up is just lay you back down. Maybe look at your frown. And I know that there shouldn't be a name for you. And I know.
So I uploaded Corey's song in June, and it wasn't until July that I uploaded again. When I did, it was a little song that I had been singing to my family and annoying them with in the car for quite some time now, and it related to a local community festival. Now, this upload is a fairly big upload for me because it's the first new piece of making I had really done in almost 10 years. Whatever else you may think of it, it is an actual song that I wrote, and it's a new song that I wrote for the first time in almost a decade.
By the swing set and by the bandstand, by the library over there, there's a something, a special something, a special kind of affair. It's a party in the park, it's a party tonight, it's a party in the dark, and you're all invited to the party at the park.
So Party in the Park encouraged me. I was able to successfully publish something that I thought was fun and creative and quirky and whatever else you want to call it without causing a catastrophe. I had been made quite gun-shy about the notion of putting myself out there in any way, shape, or form. And so this was, simple though it might seem, a big step for me. And from there, I proceeded to make a lot more things. Now, I was still in the habit of making things in audio only, even talking things, because I wasn't accustomed to videos yet. I just didn't understand the medium, really. I had used to make comedy skit type things or freestyle talking things, and I was doing just that. And as I did it, and I was interviewing a couple of characters that I have in my larger creative universe that I've made up, International Delight and Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze, I began the show by introducing myself as host Eric and by calling the show Talking with Famous People. It's the very first episode.
Tonight on Talking with Famous People, we have a very special guest. The International Delight is with us tonight.
Oh, look, it's a Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze. A Pucker Tart, come, how are you? Good to see you. A Pucker Tart Lemon Squeeze.
International Delight was just telling us that he's going to go to Singapore.
Yeah, I gotta go there. I gotta solve the problem, too.
What will you do to help?
Well, I think we should use tartness. That usually works, you know?
I'm sorry, you should use what?
Tartness. Yeah. There's not very many problems I couldn't solve with tartness.
International Delight, what do you think of his plan to use tartness?
I'm not sure, Pucker Tart, that... How about we use sourness instead? That works sometimes too.
Well, yes, sourness is good too, and sourness and tartness are both great, but
how about we use something sour?
That's the same thing as sourness.
How about something tart?
That's really the same thing as tartness too.
It's interesting, that video is a lot better in its current incarnation here in this retrospective because I've edited it properly. I spent a lot of time editing it right now. Anyway, I've gotten a lot better at stuff like that. The last video in this segment here is a video from my vacation with Candace when we were still together. This is right before shit really started to hit the fan, and it was starting to dissolve over my desire to express myself a bit more, and also respect Candace's desire for me not to. She'd walk in the garage if I was making something, I'd feel like I was getting caught doing something bad, and I'd jump and I'd stop and I'd turn off whatever music I was making. It was something we were able to talk about. Shit didn't really start to hit the fan until the fall. So this is the last happy time of our marriage in some ways, and it's the end of the first little segment of getting Talking with Famous People started.
Well, take a step and take another, go and down over there and see what's to the left of you and see what's up in the air. And WALKING walking all the time.
After we got back from this trip to Big Bear, things went downhill fast. Things went downhill at work. Things went downhill at home. Candace was upset because I was having problems at work and coming home and venting at her about it, and she basically felt as though it was my fault. Concurrently, I wanted to make more stuff, and since we weren't getting along, I had a little bit more time to do it. This was the time when I started to upload philosophy talk videos, as I called them at the time, in which I just mused about philosophical subjects for a while, without particularly paying attention to timing or pacing or any audience concerns whatsoever. We'll get into that period in the next retrospective. Thank you for tuning into this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching Talking with Famous People. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.
Talking.